Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of BTN, the Beginning Teacher Network. We are finally getting another episode out, and I'm excited to be here with my BT Rockstars for October of 2022. BT Rockstars is a new positive initiative that we've started to recognize some of our new teachers that are doing very well. And so you guys were nominated by either your principal, your instructional coach, it might have been the lead mentor, or it may have been one of us, one of the recruitment and retention coordinators, but somebody has recognized the awesome things that you're doing. So I just want to real quick hear from each of you, if that's okay. I want you to tell where you're at, what you're teaching, and then I'm going to have a couple of discussion questions for the group, and we'll be out of here real quick. It won't take too long. So let's start with you, Sarah. If you could tell us where you're at and what you teach.
Hi, Sarah Rymanschneider, or Miss R, as all of my lovely kindergarten kids call me. I've got like maybe two that can say my last name, which speaks more for some of the teachers here. But I'm at North Harnett Primary, and like I said, I do teach kindergarten.
Cool, awesome. Twyla?
Hello, everyone. I'm at Overhills Elementary School. I've been in 5th grade up until this point, but today was my first day in kindergarten.
Awesome. That's exciting. Dylan?
I'm Dylan Archer, Mr. Archer. I mean, my kids, they like to call me whatever nowadays. They go like Mr. Archer, they'll say Mr. Archie one day. Or I get Bob Ross all the time. I'm at Western Harnett High School. I teach world history and civics this semester, and I got American history and civics next semester. So, yeah.
Okay. Brennan?
Brennan Pierce. I'm over at Anderson Creek Primary, and I have a kindergarten.
Yeah, I love it. And then we have Jessica.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jessica Rich. I teach 3rd grade here at Highland Elementary.
Awesome. One of my schools. And then we have Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel Batts. I teach 4th grade at Lillington Shawtown.
Awesome. So glad you're here. Thank you so much for your time. I know everybody couldn't make it, but I just wanted to kind of give you an opportunity to maybe share a little bit about, from your perspective, why you feel like you're doing well. And so I did not send that question out, or maybe it could be like what you've learned so far. Maybe you've learned some things through trial and error already this year. I know for me, when I was in the classroom, it's all it was. It was like an experiment every day. I came in lateral entry 20 years ago. I was not trained. I didn't go to new teacher orientation or anything. And so I was just in there just trying stuff and throwing stuff at the wall, and some of it stuck and some of it didn't. But I would like to give y'all an opportunity to just share a little bit about maybe what you've learned so far this year, or it could be like a piece of advice for somebody who's coming in right now, that what the piece of advice would be that you would give to them based upon what you've learned so far this year. Does that sound good? Miss Batts, will you share with us first?
Sure. I think the biggest thing that I learned is to listen to your students, to your coworkers, to your support staff, because even first day, I didn't know what I was doing. I walked in, I'm also lateral entry, so this is my first year at all. And the students kind of prompted me on what I was supposed to be doing next. If I just listened to them, they're like, hey, are we going to do this next? I'm like, absolutely. Yes, we are. And they kind of kept me going, so they couldn't tell that it was new. And it's the best piece of advice that I've learned is just listen, because they know what they're doing and they want to learn, and they want you to hear them. So just listen.
I think that's a really good tip, to be honest, because we tend to get frustrated when people don't listen. And yeah, that's good. And we have to put ourselves in situations where we can listen, which is, it's important to meet with the mentor and to participate in your PLCs and different things. But I think that's excellent advice. Thank you, Miss Batts. Miss Rich.
Sure. Just to piggyback off of Ms. Batts, listening and also loving and respecting students, not only students, but your principal and your teacher. When you show love and respect from high up down to the students, I think everything just goes well. One thing that's really worked well for me this year is positively reinforcing my students. So I think collectively this first marking period, we had about 4,000 dojo points over 16 to 17 children, which seems crazy, but I've really worked hard to reinforce the good, to see the good, to catch them in the good and reinforce those behaviors. And we've had a pretty smooth classroom. And it's by giving them the time, I think, and the love and the respect that they need, and then they're giving it back to me. So it's been a really great start. I'm a lateral entry too. I have a psychology background. So I kind of pooled all my behavior analytic things that I've used when working with children on the autism spectrum and pulled it into a regular ed. And it's been pretty smooth thus far.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Mr. Pierce.
The biggest thing, don't sweat the little things. I don't get spun up. I laugh at the other ones that get all spun up every day because it's really not that serious. I mean, in yes, it is serious, but we're teaching kindergarten, coming from the military and from the government. This is a pretty awesome job because I know every day, Monday through Friday, I like that. I know the hours I'm working, and I just come in with a positive attitude, and I like to have fun no matter if it's phonics. I can make phonics fun. Honestly, the best job I've ever had. I've got to do some pretty cool things in my career, but this is awesome.
That makes me feel good, man. I'm
Yeah.
glad you. Thanks for saying that. That helps. This occupation rather gets a bad rap all the time, and I've told people I've had a really good time in my career, and it's been good to me. So that's good to hear. Mr. Archer.
So seriously, what Mr. Pierce was saying right there, it's about positive attitude. I wake up every day, I'm happy to be here. That's the thing. You know, you'll have the mopers that are, they don't want to learn, whatever. Because, I mean, I'm the only one in here, actually, I think that's in high school. So I have a little bit of a different relationship with these kids. Your kids are excited to learn. My kids are ready to shove their head to the desk.
Right.
So,
it is different.
It's really a beautiful thing that we're able to do every single day, especially because, I mean, I know a lot of y'all are lateral. I went to school for this. So, some folks, they come in here and they talk bad about teachers and stuff like that. And it's like, I signed up for this. I know what the heck I signed up for. So you're not going to make my day suck. It's just really good attitude. Good attitude. Go in there energetic. Look for ways to make education exciting. And I have history. So history, you can make anything exciting with that. So, yeah, that's it.
All right. That is good. I guess you are the only high school person that's with us here today. I'm glad. Thank you for being here so we could have some representation from the high school world. Miss Matthews.
So being in 5th grade, I was also lateral entry, so I didn't really know anything besides what I learned, at like orientation and from what I've heard. So it's pretty scary, but I would try things, I would try and like take what I've learned and see how it worked in my classroom. And I feel like the biggest thing would be like being firm with them, like not being mean. That doesn't mean like you talk down to them. It doesn't mean that you have to like embarrass them every time they like cross one of your your procedures, but being firm, but also letting them know that like you believe in them. And I think, you like see all the movies with all the teachers. I really tried to not be that person that was just like mean to be mean. Like I didn't want them to think that I'm like, like flexing on them, like I'm not here to do that. Like I'm here to teach you, because I feel like they'll give back to you what you give to them. So if I'm just like, I'm your teacher and you're going to listen to me, like they'll like buck back at you. So I quickly learned you can be firm without being demeaning. And then secondly, which you guys talked about at orientation so much, which I was so thankful, was just to talk to parents like as much as you can, like building that relationship and then documenting those things. Cause I had multiple situations where like I mean, like you can get in big trouble as a teacher, not necessarily because you do anything wrong, but because you can be caught in situations where like if you don't immediately speak to a parent about it, if you don't fill someone in just to like keep your hands clean, then it could like look really bad on you. So I think building that relationship with parents has helped with a lot of students that, struggle, and the parent isn't on your side. So you're a team and you're not working against each other. Yep.
Miss Ryman Schneider?
Well, I think just from personal experience and just coming into kindergarten, having preschoolers before I started teaching here, I think the biggest thing that I've learned and do personally is I set my expectations from the get-go. I set my standards from the get-go. They know the rules of the classroom, the procedures that we need to do in order to get those rules done and how to follow them. But also with what you guys said, reinforcing them. They're kindergartners. I don't expect them to be like little militant soldiers. We go over the same things every day sometimes. I feel like sometimes I tell them 800 times a day, but that 801th time, they finally got it. But just following through with them, listening to them when they talk to you, because I've heard some things from students before where it was something that they said that they enjoyed and I was able to add it into the lesson or whatever the case may be. But then also to go off of what Miss Matthews just said, that communication with the parents. I cannot stress enough my entire time working with children, that communication with parents is key. If you can set those lines of communication, open them up from the get-go and let them know that they're involved in their child's learning too. Yes, I'm to teach them during the day, but it doesn't stop. Like they have to continue it at home. So if the parents are involved, if they're doing stuff with them, if they can get involved in the class, that line for me is wide open. Like I want to let them know that we have to work together for their child to succeed. So yeah.
All right. These have been some really, really great suggestions and thoughts. And I just want to thank you so much for your time and congratulations again on being chosen as BT Rockstar for your site for the month of October. And I thank you for your time. And we look forward to announcing our BT Rockstars soon for November and December. So until next time, I'll see you at signing off from BTN Beginning Teacher Network. This is Greg Griffin. Have a good day.